is what you do and not what you say. It is what you do and not just what you say. On those days of lonely nights and desperate days, you held me so tight. When I went astray, those times of isolation and desperation and hunger for something more, you caressed me so tight. I could not stand to be in the place that I was, but I couldn't go forward. I could not get off the floor. I was stuck in a situation so deep, tremendously tired, and yet I was weak. You held me so tight. When the results of the test came positive in the wrong way, you held me so tight. On that day she said she loved another, you held me so tight. You caressed me and said it was all right. The times were changing for the better, I hoped. My hope was in falseness, not in the light of your brilliance that always shined bright. And I knew for sure what it was, but I did not repent. I did not turn to you. I chose another. The path of self, destruction, and hate. It is what you do, not just what you say. You held me so tight. Caressed me that day. The ugliness and pain of holding onto pride. The ugliness and pain of violence and strife. The ugliness and pain I caressed in my heart, wanting to take vengeance along. You held me so tight and told me it was okay. You held me so tight in that bad day. In those times of distress, in those times of weakness, I knew for a fact that there was a rest. Growing up with a mother that prayed every day, claiming Jesus, 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 I still turned away. I still turned away to the place that I shouldn't, and ran just like Jonah. And just like Jonah, I fell into the whale, trapped for days in my own wantonness, looking around and seeing only despair, knowing full well where I needed to go. You held me so tight, caressed me that day. Even though I knew better, I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran until I could not run anymore, and I fell at your feet, falling down to realize you were there every step of the way. Even when I knew better, you were there holding me tight. On the day of destruction, on that day of self-destruction, you were there holding me tight. On the lonely nights and desperate days, you were there. And I knew for a fact, I knew for that day, I needed you more on that day. It is what you do, not just what you say. But for you, what you say and what you do is the same. That light, that warmth, that glow is not superficialness. It's the truth, the way, and the life. And when I finally opened my eyes to really see that you were there for me, holding me tight on those lonely nights and desperate days,